All right. What is up, everybody? You guys know me. My name is Kevin Bell. I am a full-time police officer. I'm a husband. I'm a dad of three. I buy, I scale businesses, trying to build my portfolio from self-storage to lawn care in order to change the financial trajectory of my family. And guys, I don't need you to like or subscribe or anything like that. I just ask you to do one thing. Just follow along with me as I do these things. As I am learning, I will share with you everything that I know so that you can get better and do all these cool things as well. The best way to do that is through this newsletter, which you are reading right now, because this is a video that I'm making about the newsletter. And it might be a podcast. We'll see if I use that content elsewhere. But the best way to follow along is with the newsletter, because I dive deep into all these subjects here. So this week's newsletter is the best of. And the reason I was inspired to write this newsletter is, well, I seem to be getting a lot of these best ofs, and there's some like really big items on there. Here, this is actually the copy for the newsletter, and I'm going to send this off to be posted for me, or to be teed up so that I can post it. And I made a video about that a little while back. If you didn't see it, just kind of my process of writing this. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. There's some big items that people are putting in their best ofs. For example, somebody put a Lamborghini in there. So anyway, I've been seeing a lot of these best ofs, and there's like big items in here, not super relatable. So I wanted to put together one that contains items I use, things that I see right now as I'm looking around in my house, and stuff that you might want to see as well, or you might want to use as well. Also, we are not to Christmas yet, and so you still have some time. I am giving you this list. Well, I'm making it on a Monday. This is Monday right now, and I'll post it on a Sunday. So there will be less time, but still possibly some time for like a gift card of one of these places, or a New Year's gift if you do that. If not, that's okay. Maybe a birthday gift later. Anyway, this is my list of the best of items of 2024. And in the email, the newsletter, I have all of the links. I'm just going to kind of break these down and describe to you why I think they're the best. So, books, top 5 reads of 2024 in no particular order. So, The War of Art. Do I have that behind me? Yeah, right here. I don't know if you can see it. Stephen Pressfield, incredible author. He wrote The War of Art, Turning Pro, Do the Work, just fantastic. If you are a creator, an entrepreneur, an artist, whatever it might be, a businessman, businesswoman, doesn't matter. There's things that he talks about in The War of Art about overcoming the resistance, is how he describes it, and the roadblocks that come about when you are working through something amazing. And he describes in detail how the resistance comes up and how he overcame it and how you can overcome it as well. Really cool. $1 Million Weekend. Let's see right there. Noah Kagan. If you don't know who this guy is, he's fantastic. He is just a lifelong entrepreneur. He was one of the really early hires of Facebook. And then one of his notable stories is that he was fired from Facebook, but he learned a lot in that process. He's the founder of AppSumo, which is a really cool company for discounted software and being able to purchase it for lifetime, being able to purchase it. So he's an amazing entrepreneur. He's started a whole bunch of different businesses, and $1 Million Weekend is really the blueprint for taking an idea and running with it. It's super practical. It's a really great read. The Donut King. I promise I will blast through these books. If you're not as much of a reader as I am, you can just skip ahead a little bit. But let me go through these really quick, and then I'll go through the other items. The Donut King, awesome story. I've made a few different videos that you may or may not have seen on this. The general story is the Donut King. His name is Ted Noy. He immigrated here from Cambodia. He built an incredible donut shop empire in the late 70s, early 80s, where he pretty much took over the Southern California market to the point that Dunkin' couldn't even enter. And he did this in amazingly creative ways and was making, at one point, $100,000 a month. And he wasn't even operating any of the shops. So he talks about how he purchased the shops and he put operators in there and how he trained them and how he scaled. And there's kind of a twist to the end of the story, talking about how he had a big fall, not physical fall, but like a fall of his success and how he's tried to build himself back up from there. So an amazing true story of somebody that has done incredible things in the entrepreneurial world. Skip the Line, another great, really practical book. Let me click on this one. And James Altucher, super successful entrepreneur, but he's had a long road in order to get to the point that he is. He's iterated and experimented and done just so many different things. And this book is half of a blueprint of how you can skip the line, as the title says, by kind of life hacking business startups and just the techniques that he's used through all the different things that he's done to get ahead, as well as a little bit of a biography. So it's super cool. Really good read. And then Your Music and People, Derek Sivers, probably my favorite author of all time. I have all of his books right there. You go, right there. This book, from the like outside perspective, if you're just looking at it, seems like it's about music and being a musician, and it's really not. It's about being a creator or an entrepreneur and how to be successful in that field, because as a musician you are that as well. And so if you read it, look at it as think about it as if you are substituting the word musician or artist for creator or entrepreneur, and then it's very relatable. I didn't read it for a long time because I thought, well, I'm not a musician, I don't need to read that, but in fact I should have read it a long time ago. And then as a bonus, Anything You Want, that also by Derek Sivers. It is pretty much telling his story from startup to successful multi-million-dollar company. CD Baby is what he created, and then his exit and just his take on entrepreneurship and everything that he's done. Now that I covered about 6 minutes worth of those books, let's get down to some other items here. Reading light. I like to read in bed, and my girls like to read in bed as well. This light is super cool. It just it sticks on to wherever you want it to stick, and then you just tap the back of it and the light turns on, and it is rechargeable, and it lasts a long time. My oldest will stay up reading, and she'll forget to turn it off, and it will still be on in the morning, and then there's more juice for the next day. So it's a really nice light. Now, podcast equipment. You can kind of see some of what I'm using right now. I have my Blue Yeti mic, and then the arm, the boom arm is what they call that. And then what's holding my phone right here is the Joby Gorilla Pro tripod. So I'll just click on these. The Blue Yeti mic. I would love a Shure mic. That's really the best mic that I've heard, the best sound that I've heard from podcasts and videos. But this is a great budget option, and I really enjoy it. I don't have any problems with it. It's kind of a hefty mic, but I attach it to the boom, and it's good to go. If you like this sound, it's $85 on Amazon. And And then the boom arm, this Pro or Tripod Pro, nothing special. I just use it to hold my phone. I don't have any special camera. I'm just using the camera from my phone, and I link that in to my computer. It also links wirelessly. There's a setup that you can do with that, and it's a great budget option to record high quality video. I mean, the camera on the iPhone is really good. Take advantage of it. You don't need a super fancy camera. As much as I would want one, you don't need one. And Apple AirPod Pros. Oh no, just the AirPods. I don't have the Pro. I don't want like the suction in there. It's just the regular one like that. And I use these running, I use these recording, I use these on Zooms. Solid purchase for sure. And it's the cheapest one of all the AirPods. Okay, clothes. I could have probably listed a whole bunch of different clothes on here. I really don't wear too many different items. I kind of revolve around the same items, and that's either my work clothes or my go out and about clothes or my workout clothes. But the one item that I would say I wear most of are these Vuori joggers. And Vuori is, I would say, the new Lululemon. Although I really do like Lululemon, from somebody that has had a job for a long time, my college job, all the way to the time I became a police officer, I was running gyms. And so I needed to look nice and professional, but also active. Lululemon was the go-to for that. Vuori is now the new version of that, although both are great. I love these joggers. They have nice deep pockets. They have a zipper on there, so I can just zip it up. My phone's not going to come out. Love this stuff. Vuori is also just a great brand in general. Now, I said there weren't any affiliate links, but I forgot I made this hat. If you have 2 daughters and 1 son, and it's that specific order, you can buy this hat. I have girl dad stuff, and then I had a boy, and I wanted something that could represent that order, and there wasn't anything out there, so I made it. So there's a 2 girls, 1 boy in that order hat, if you want that. And shoes, my out and about shoes, everything, or what I wear pretty much everywhere I go, just the black classic indoor soccer Sambas. If I needed to run at something or run away from something, or go catch a child, I can do that. But they're also really comfy and durable, and just solid shoes. I think Sambas were voted like the best shoe of the year of 2023, potentially maybe 2024. But they're coming back. If after you see this video, after you read this newsletter, you'll start seeing Sambas everywhere. Everybody's wearing them. They used to be cool when I was in elementary school, and now they're back again. Okay. Workout gear. So running shoes, everybody's really into the carbon fiber stuff now. And man, those are expensive. And then you only get a certain amount of miles out of them, and then you have to replace them. So you're spending like close to $300 on carbon fiber shoes, and then you don't really wear them on training runs. You wear them on races or marathons, and then you're done. So I don't have any. I hear they're awesome. I hear they take minutes off of your time. I haven't messed around with those yet. I'm just a classic Mizuno guy, and I like the Wave Rider. I've had several different pairs of these. I go to a local store, and I think they're a little bit cheaper there, but it's not an outrageously priced shoe at all, and they're high quality. They last. Chest pack. So this is the one that I use, and unfortunately they don't make it anymore. So bummer on that. I wish I could give you the link on that, but it is a good company. And this would be the closest version of it, which is actually pretty cool because you can put your phone in there and it can record what you're doing. I think it feels like there's there's more space for you to do stuff. It's a little bit more expensive. It's a little bit bigger than the one that I have, but it's a great company. I've had mine for a few years, this version of it right here. And every run that I do, I stick my phone in there. It stays in there. I have chapstick, gum. If I need to put a key or credit cards, whatever, it all stays in there. Every time I run, I use it, and it's nice. Now, check this out. So I got this maybe 3 years ago, and these are great. I'm a huge fan of taking something like this, traveling, and I feel like it was cheaper when I got it. I could be wrong. I feel like it was cheaper, but they're solid. I've used these for 3 years. Anytime that I go out of town, I take these because they widen. They'll go pretty wide. Or there's some hotel door frames that you wouldn't be able to link like a normal door frame pull-up bar in, nor would you want to travel with that because you kind of have to put it together and then it's a whole big thing. These fold up to look pretty thin. I just put them in the bottom of my suitcase and then everything else stacks on top. Solid. And you can change the angle so you can have this way, this way, this way. There's full rotation of the handles for your pull-up. So if you travel and want to get some hotel workouts in or just want to have it in your house where it's accessible to, as you walk by, do pull-ups, these are fantastic. Everybody needs a foam roller. This is just a classic foam roller. If you are not foam rolling, your body is missing out. Get a foam roller, roll out those IT bands, roll out your calves, roll out your hamstrings, roll out your quads, roll your back out, roll your glutes out. It's just like flossing. The foam roller is the floss of the muscle. Use a foam roller. Use a foam roller. You'll thank me. And the last of the workout items. Now this is a little bit more pricey, and we splurged on this a few years back, maybe several years back. Both my wife and I. This is our everyday bag. I'll put workout equipment in it. When I travel, I'll put my main travel stuff in it. This is what will go with me on the airplane. I can ruck with it. I can throw weights in it and go ruck. It is military tested, incredible material, fantastic bag. I highly recommend it. You can beat it up and drag it behind the car, and it's still going to last. It's a fantastic purchase, and it will last you a lifetime. And I know it's a little bit more expensive, but just a good quality bag is really worth it. Okay, and supplements, kind of finishing it off here. Protein, favorite brand is BPN, Bear Performance Nutrition. Now, if you know anything about Nick Bear, he is an incredible athlete, an incredible entrepreneur. There he is. That's him right there on his pop-up. He's done some awesome things. He's ran a sub-3 marathon. He lifts heavy weight. He's done just incredible physical feats, but then he's also built this supplement company into something just ridiculous. Like he is a rock star, and I love his stuff. It's the best tasting stuff out there, and I just put vanilla, but he has a whole bunch of flavors. Daily vitamins, and in a second, I think my wife and youngest just got home, so you might hear somebody busting in the door here in a second, just to warn you. Daily vitamins, I love these. I take these every day. Maybe it's a placebo thing, but I feel like I just don't get sick as often as I used to before I started taking these. Power Crunch, this is the best tasting protein bar out there by far. By far. It's incredible. You could make an argument about other things. I've had them all. I love this. And solid macros. Cinnamon roll, but they have a whole bunch of different flavors. I like cinnamon roll the best. Next, I would say strawberry and then vanilla. And then last, coffee. If you're a coffee guy or gal, this is the company. Just get the sample pack. It like little tiny sample packs. Try these flavors. They are so good. I mean, you'll set your coffee maker up and set it set it to start making before you get up. You will wake up to a house that smells delicious. Great company. They've built something pretty amazing here, and they've taken an old product and made it new, and I respect that. So anyway, this is my breakdown of my best of 2024. If you just want to click on the links and go through it that way, or if you want to watch this video, if you watched this video all the way through, good for you. Thank you for sticking around. I hope at least one of these items sparked your fancy. And if I don't see you or talk to you before the end of the year, have an awesome Christmas and a Happy New Year. I will be sending out a couple more emails before then, but have a great rest of your Sunday.